Welcome everyone, I'm Evan Delaney.
And I'm Brandon Sejo. Welcome to Bearcat Blitz.
Bearcast Media's Bearcat Blitz is back for the 2015-2016 season. Follow Evan and Brandon as they discuss the ins and outs of everything red and black.
Well, Brandon, basketball season is upon us, and the Bearcats have high hopes for this season. UC returns all 5 starters to their team and almost every key role player except for Jermaine Sanders. But perhaps the biggest return for the Bearcats is their head coach, Mick Cronin.
Yeah, Coach Mick Cronin had to sit out last year, not even on the sidelines, had to watch most of the games at home after the VCU game in December due to an aneurysm. Coach Larry Davis did lead this team to the NCAA tournament, but they want more than that this year. They have lost one player in Jermaine Sanders, but they do return all 5 starters, like you said. One of my favorites to watch is Gary Clark. Watching him down low with Coriante DeBerry and also Octavius Ellis will be a great treat for these UC fans.
That's right, Brandon. You mentioned Gary Clark, a big return for the Bearcats. He is entering his sophomore season, 20 pounds heavier, more muscular than last season.
Definitely.
He averaged 7.8 points per game last season and 7.2 rebounds. He knows how to find the ball off the boards. And Gary Clark is joined down low by Octavius Ellis, who is scoring 9.9 points per game with almost 8 rebounds per game. He's a big force in the middle and a big force in the conference.
Yeah, and you talk about that. He almost averages a double-double, or did last year. But what a lot of people like about this team, and of course Cincinnati fans know that this Bearcat team is known for, is the defense. This UC offense doesn't score more than 60 points on many occasions, but the defense is what keeps them in games. That's why you've been able to see great upsets in the past with these Mick Cronin teams. And they're going to have some opportunities to do that here at home this year against Butler, against Iowa State, and of course in conference against UConn, against Memphis. This will be a fun year to watch UC in the AAC.
Absolutely. They are picked 3rd in the AAC preseason poll behind SMU and UConn. But, you mentioned the defense as a strength. The offense really does need to improve a little bit. We were 62.9 points per game last season, ranking below the 250 mark in all of college basketball. Their 3-point percentage is about 33%, with Kevin Johnson shooting the highest 3-point percentage at 35%, but he has seen a gradual increase in his 3-point abilities as the season's gone along, so hopefully he can continue that success there and continue that trend. Freshman Jacob Evans is a shooter who could provide some offensive sparks for the Bearcats, but if they really want to make that next step, it's the offense that needs to make the next move.
Yeah, you're going to see that opportunity for leadership, obviously on offense. They already have it on defense with Troy and with Ellis. So it'll be fun to watch this year here at Fifth Third Arena. We're standing right in front of Oscar Robinson. And he never won a national championship here, but the 2 years after him, they did. Man, it'd be fun to see something like that this year, wouldn't it?
It'd be great. It's not out of the question. With that kind of defense, you can win any sort of game against any kind of team.
And we play in a conference with somebody like UConn, who has done it with kind of the same facilities. They play downtown sometimes in Hartford when they don't play on campus, but they're not a big school. They don't, they're not in a power conference like the Big 12 or the ACC or the Big 10, whatever. And they feel that they can do it. We also saw one of our big rivals, Louisville, who made the jump to the ACC, win the national title. I compare UC to Louisville a lot when we look at basketball and to football. We're just waiting to make that hump, and I think we can this year. We have more experience than that team with Sean Kilpatrick when he was a senior. So I think there's a lot of potential in the ceiling for this team. It is, as high as ever.
Absolutely, I agree. Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to the Bearcats basketball season. I'm Evan Delaney for Brandon Sejo, and this has been Bearcat Blitz.